Welcome to Subramani. I'm going to tell you of something called Fomo, the fear of missing out. All of us have experienced it at some stage. The fact that you said, I don't want this ticket to go to the World Cup of 2011, and then you saw Dhoni and Sachin Tendulkar holding the cup and going around the stadium, and you kicked yourself saying, oh my god, it happened here in Bombay and I didn't go, or whatever, it happened in Bangalore and I didn't go, or it happened in London in 1983 and I didn't. That could also be FOMO, or you could say, oh, this was such a simple thing to do, why didn't I do it? So it could be the fear of missing out on something. You see this with kids, right? The kid very tired, but he or she will wait for the last guest to go. He'll be very tired, he'll be cranky, he'll be sleepy, but he'll just not go because he does not want to miss out, or she does not want to miss out on the action till the last minute. So we are all like that. Even when we identify say a sugar stock at 110 and it has gone to 550, we keep saying, oh, something more is likely to come, maybe it will become 700, right? You've ridden the whole journey, but you still want that last few minutes of the journey so that you participate completely, right? It's impossible, but we all have that FOMO, right? That fear of missing out. Should you have the fear of missing out? Chances are you will have the fear of missing out, especially with new products coming up, new coins coming up, there is cryptocurrency coming up, and you are being shown all that by your teen idols, people with whose music you like, whose films you like, whose face you like, whose bodies you like their fitness routine, something about them you like, and therefore you're happy to say, oh, if they are buying crypto and making money, I should also buy crypto. They are buying shares and making money, I should also do that. They are playing some game, they're playing a game of rummy, they're playing a game of cricket, which is another slightly modified form of gambling, then I should also be doing that. If I don't do that, I will miss out, and I could miss out lakhs, crores, whatever, depending on how the ad talks to you. I mean, that is how lottery is sold, right? Is there this FOMO? The question is, if you want to start investing, conquering FOMO is very important. Today, I can say that I have conquered FOMO to a great extent by saying none of these have any impact on my portfolio. Monitoring my portfolio just means going to my investment portfolio and seeing the total figure. I don't even see what is the breakup. And I know today I have enough for the rest of my life. So nothing excites me that it goes up, goes down, does not really matter. My life will go on perfectly with the base that I have built. So I know that, having known that, but there will still be FOMO of saying, Arey, but you know this company, you have dealt with this company, you know the board, you know the customers, you know the vendors, why don't you just talk to them, find out, right? So do some research. Yes, of course, you can do all that, but the question is, do I need to? The answer may be no. Do you need to do? Maybe the answer is no, but maybe the answer is there is too much of temptation. So what should you, then you also see market swings. You see some thing going up 20% in a day, coming down 50% in a day. Ask yourself honestly, if you have put 5 lakhs in a cryptocurrency and it comes down 50% over say 2 weeks or 1 week, will you be able to take that 2.5 lakh rupee loss on your chin very easily, right? Or I mean, just change the figure. Could be 50,000, 5 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 5 crores, whatever the number with which you deal. Will you be able to take a 50% fall, or will you be able to take a 30% fall? And if you take a fall, will you have more money to put average? Will you be able to do that? Do you understand the product exactly as the product is meant to be understood? If the answer is no, then there is this fear of missing out, but there will also be the joy of missing out when it falls 30-40%, right? The sheer pleasure that you were not there in it when it fell, that's also important. So sometimes that also happens. Will there be FOMO? How do you convert this FOMO energy into a positive action? Do the things for which there should really be FOMO. Have you opened a bank account? Have you opened a mutual fund account? Have you started investing in an index fund? Have you opened a broking account? Maybe you're 21, 22. Have you started building a portfolio? Have you started reading? Do you know what is goal setting? Do you know how to write down your goals? Find out how are you going to achieve them. Those things are important. So a FOMO saying, oh my god, I've not yet set up my goals. Oh my god, I've not started my first index fund. Oh my god, I've not opened a bank account. I've not opened a trading account. I've not opened a demat account. I've never bought any shares. So I want to learn. Yes, fine, go and start, but start in a small way. Start reading, that's far more important. Start talking to people, find out what they do, right? So find out, is that a great profession for you to be in? Do you want to be a financial planner? Do you want to be a chartered financial analyst? Do you want to be a chartered accountant? These are nice questions to ask when you're in 12th, FY BCom, SY BCom, or whatever you're doing, right? So that's a stage when you're planning your career. Find out what people do. Going and talking to professionals. You don't know what a lawyer does, you don't know what an IAS officer does, you don't know what a chartered accountant does. And you also have to understand that there could be a chartered accountant who is doing portfolio management, one guy doing audit, one guy doing accounting, right? So one guy in practice, right? All those things. Chartered accountant, why I'm giving this example is because I am a chartered accountant. It's easy for you to sit outside and say, I don't want to do CA, or I want to do CA, or I want to do law. You don't know what it is. So go sit, find out all that. In the meanwhile, also start building your portfolio, writing down your goals, asking your parents, how do you go about achieving this, right? So all those things. Am I giving you advice? I'm not, because if I were to give advice to a teen, my dress itself is wrong, my attitude is wrong, maybe my background is wrong, maybe everything is wrong. If you're a teen, maybe you won't even watch this, that's fine. But if your parents are watching this, make sure that you have conversations on money with them, on why they book tickets through a website, why they book ticket directly on the portal of the airline, how do they book a taxi, how do you plan your vacations. Those are nice things, conversations to have. Start doing all those things. Learn how to learn. That's a very important thing. Today there are very many options for you to learn, right? You have online academies, you have Coursera's and Udemy's and all of those places where maybe you go and learn everything about how to invest, right? So what do you do if you want to learn playing a guitar? Well, most people would go and tell your parents, I want to learn a guitar, so please buy me a guitar. I think there are better ways to do it. Go around in your social circle and ask, saying, I want a second-hand guitar, does anybody have one? And you could have somebody coming and saying, yeah, I bought a guitar 4 years ago, it was my resolution to learn, I never learned, I just want to get rid of it, I'll sell it to you at 30% discount or 40% discount. So a second-hand guitar could be available. Or somebody could say, look, I have a guitar which my son has gone abroad, so he's not using it at all, can you just take it away from me? I don't want to sell it. That's the other possibility. Learn about it, find a teacher, start learning. Those things are far more important than buying the guitar. Buying the guitar is easy, buying a camera is easy, buying lenses is easy. Are you going to use it? How many times are you going to use it? Are you fooling yourself, or do you honestly believe that you will be using it, right? So these are the questions to answer. So what should you be actually fear missing out? You should be fearing missing out on reading, on understanding how markets work, how mutual funds work, how term insurance works, how medical insurance works, and these are all important. You cannot outsource what you don't know. If you don't know that it takes 10 minutes to make tea and your servant tells you that it takes 2 hours to make tea and you believe it, you have a major problem, right? Similarly, you cannot outsource what you don't know in investing or in buying food, right? You need to understand how to read labels. So it's the parent's job to teach you label reading in food and label reading in financial products. So sit down, learn those things. So your FOMO should be, this is the process that I want to learn, goal setting, to write down my goals, what to do, and what is a mutual fund. I understand all that. The easiest thing is to open a bank account and open a demat account and start trading. That's not the way to go. And going into cryptocurrencies and things like that without understanding, don't do it. And don't think that by signing a check you will understand. You will not. That's a way to waste money. So sit, learn, know what you're going to do, have your goals, and then start investing. There is no great hurry to start investing. Of course, the earlier you start, the greater the amount you will make. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that Buffett started investing at the age of 11, but that was his money. It was not his father's money. He went about earning it. He dropped paper in people's houses. So if you have a 13-year-old or a 14-year-old who wants to trade, best is to say go and earn money. Maybe they work in a bookshop. If it's a boy or a girl who is interested in reading, maybe they work in a bookshop. If it's a girl who is interested in jewelry, maybe she works in a jewelry shop. If it's a boy who is interested in automobiles, maybe he works in an automobile showroom. I'm not even talking about gender specific thing. If it's a girl who is interested in automobile, maybe she should work in an automobile showroom or anything. Let them go, let them earn money, let them realize for so much of effort all they will get is 500 rupees a day or 300 rupees a day. They will have to stand, their legs will pain. Let them learn the process of earning money. It is very easy to say, oh, but he has only won it in some competition or things like that. That's easier, right? So competitions are not available every day. There could be some competition where he or she got lucky. Maybe they earned 50,000 rupees, maybe they earned 1 lakh. That's great. It's not a bad amount at all. Definitely a great amount. But you want to teach them compounding with that. You do an SIP with that. You let it grow. Do they need to trade to be able to learn about equity markets? No, my theory is very simple. You don't need to know how to lay an egg to enjoy an omelette. So tell them that. Let them learn. Maybe they learn on YouTube. Maybe there are younger people who are talking much better about equities and things like that. Let them watch, let them learn, let them write, let them make notes, let them share those notes with you. That's far more important. See the learning. Once you're convinced that the learning has happened, then you let them start investing, not on day one. Thank you.